and welcome to Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. And joining me at this time is the most dangerous dump truck in all the land, the American Diesel dump truck himself. You may know him from Snew. You may know him from SOM 505 Live. You may know him from TCW. You may know him from Uprise. It's the man himself, Truk. Truk, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. So it's come to my attention that a little birdie has talked to me and said that there's some problems going on at SOM between you and the Saviors. Is that true?
I've got my own little tidbit that I need to say about the Saviors. Yeah. The Saviors, it seems like Dump Truck's the one taking all the hits for the Saviors. I get told by TKO, hey, go make sure Max Abel doesn't lose his title. So I take a chair out there. What happens? Connor Martin hits me with a chair. I get told by TKO and Manis, hey, go out there and jump Connor Martin after his match. Take care of him for Savior business. What happens when I go out there? I get drop kicked and sent out of the ring and hit by, what's his name, Connor Drake.
Truk, I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, you had a little fellow that was running with you for a while by the name of Prince Gabriel. Do you remember little Prince Gabriel?
Yeah.
Do you remember how everything became Prince Gabriel's fault?
Yeah.
I think the Saviors need a scapegoat to take everything away from them personally. And I think right now you're the scapegoat, buddy. I mean, I hate to say it, but you're doing all the little dirty work because they don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to be the ones to get their hands dirty at all. And Truk, I think they just found somebody, and no offense, I don't mean that you're stupid, so please don't take it this way when I say this, but I think they found somebody that is stupid enough to do it for them so that all the bad things come back on them. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm going to tell you, 14 years, almost 14 years in this business, I'm nobody's stupid stepping stone. Okay? My business with the Kazanas and the Goldens got ended when I lost the East Tennessee tag team titles. Well, I didn't lose them. A certain other individual lost them, and we'll get on that in a minute. But my business with the Kazanas and the Goldens ended when we lost the East Tennessee titles. I have no beef with the Kazanas or the Goldens. As a matter of fact, I was friends with Evan Golden before all this. And now I'm getting jumped by Evan Golden and Connor Martin and Connor Drake and KC Kazana and all that just because Josh and Ryan don't want to man up and defend those East Tennessee tag titles.
It's very interesting that you say that, Truk. It's very, very interesting that you have brought that to the attention because you are part of probably one of the best tag teams in all of SOM at one point in time. And I know that you've had problems in the past and you still got problems in other promotions, but you got to admit, you might miss Squeaks the Clown just a little bit, wouldn't you say?
I wouldn't be a man if I didn't say that me and Squeaks were one of the best tag teams on the East Coast. Me and Squeaks ran up and down those roads, and it didn't matter who we wrestled. We defended any title we had at any time, anybody. We never ran from a fight. That's the one good thing I can say from Squeaks. We never ran from a fight. The only problem that I had with Squeaks is that he started moving his concentration. He wanted to adopt little people he's seen on the side of the road, like Christian Lee, little popsicle. He wanted to adopt him and bring him into the ice cream truck when had to concentrate on keeping our titles. That's why the Void took our titles, because we wasn't focused the way we've always been.
And for those of you that are just joining us, I have the American Diesel dump truck here with us today, and he's taking us all the way back to the grand opening of the brand new SOM for Fright Night is where he took us back to. And that's exactly what happened there is the American Diesel dump truck was tag team partners with Squeaks the Clown at one point in time. And not only tag team partners, but the East Tennessee tag team champions with him. And like you said, you kind of lost focus and lost those titles. And then something started brewing and turning, and it changed. So tell us about the moment it changed for you guys.
The moment it changed is when the day we lost those titles, and I got knocked out by the Void. And when I come to, I look over, and Squeaks is checking on Christian Lee, picking him up and carrying him to the back, and I'm left laying there. That's not what brothers do. All I wanted to do was us to stay focused. Nobody at SOM has ever come in on their debut and become #1 contenders for some of the most prestigious tag titles in this business. And that's exactly what Ice Cream Truck did. And then he wants to come around and pick up little other guys and pet on them and caress them when his brother's laid out over in the ring. I always came to Squeaks' aid. I took everything for Squeaks. But what did Squeaks ever do for me?
That's a good question.
Nothing.
But Truk, you got to realize is he was trying to help the next generation learn the craft the way that they needed to learn it and help mentor them inside the ring the way that he didn't have at one point in time. You know what I mean? And
you know, I'm all about the next generation and the upcoming superstars in this business. I'm all about that. But when we're in this business and when we're trying to take care of business, you worry about that other crap later. You take care of business right then. And that's what we were supposed to do, and we didn't get that done.
Well, you're definitely not getting it done now, especially promised fame, fortune, gold, all of it with the Saviors. And it doesn't look like it's turning out to be that way for you. It turns out like you're their little scapegoat. Pardon my language. You're their B, B-I-T-C-H.
TKO and Ryan.
Say that one more time, sir.
The only ones holding titles are TKO and Ryan. I was promised titles. I was promised money. I was promised fame, fortune, everything. And I haven't seen jack squat.
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel like I'm being made a fool of. It makes me feel like maybe Kazana was right about you all along, TKO. But I don't know. We'll see. See, you made me take my glasses off.
So you've got this beef that's going on because you were promised everything and nothing is turning out to be in fruition for you. It's not coming to light. You're not seeing it. And you know what? I can't say that I would be in your position and want to be that guy as well, especially with what's been happening with Josh Turner and myself, aka TKO, the past few weeks. And you know, just like I know, he wants 5 minutes in the ring with me. And Truk, I've got to ask, you know, you're part of that group. What would you think about that?
And see, this is another thing I don't understand. You're a commentator. You have no business being in the ring with a wrestler. What kind of beef could he have with you that he has to jump on you? Why can't he do that with KC Kazana? Why can't he do that with Evan Golden?
Because he has to pick on the weaker ones to feel well himself. That's what it comes down to. And Truk, no offense, he saw you as weak. He saw you in a moment where he knew he could take advantage of you, and he did. He specifically did. So I have to ask you right here live, Is there going to be Truk in the Savior soon?
You know, Joseph, there was something that happened. You know, we all know that Josh went to jail from the school of Morton, and because someone called in and said that he hit a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. That happened just a couple weeks ago for those of you that don't know.
You know, one of those women were Jesse. He did that in front of me, and it's taken everything in my soul and in my power not to put him straight to hell. But I showed him that it wasn't Jesse that made that phone call. It wasn't Truk that made that phone call. It was his beef with the Kazanas. Problems he caused.
Himself. Problems he
Himself.
calls
Nothing
himself.
Truk did. Nothing that Jesse did. Ryan Manis and TKO started that trouble for them. They knew when they won those East Tennessee tag titles, they would be targets on their back from the time they got them. And then they want to add on just a little sprinkle of other trouble. And then who do they call on to come save them? Dump Truck. I'm the one that takes all the hits. I'm the one that takes all this. And I just don't understand it. Something's got to be done.
Oh, I agree. I couldn't agree with you more. And even the fans are seeing it. I mean, Russell Scott just said just a second ago, give Truk a title match. Let him fight for it one-on-one. Let him see what he could do to get that gold. And I think that might be the answer here, Truk, is you might need to get you a title match and might be able to win a title match as a savior if you want to continue to be partying with them all night long. You know what I mean?
You know, Joseph, lately, it's been kind of a me thing. You know what I mean? I parted my ways with Squeaks and got up with the Saviors because that's what I thought I needed. And here lately, I've been realizing I don't need the Saviors. The
Wow, Truk.
Saviors need me.
That's absolutely right. I couldn't agree with you more that you've come to this conclusion because without the muscle, without the American Diesel dump truck, without Max Abel, what really are the saviors? What are they?
Exactly. Without Max Abel and without Truk, what are the Saviors? Just a couple of guys that hold some very prestigious titles that they don't want to defend.
That won't defend it. It's not that
That
they
yeah, that
don't want to
won't
defend it,
defend it.
they won't defend it. There's a difference here. And, as we've seen in weeks past, there's some beef, like you said, that's going on with Casey Kazana and Josh Turner. And let's just say the country gentlemen had their way with you guys, no offense, the Saviors and Santino Marella at the Cobra Strikes Back.
Again, beef that come on down on me that I had nothing to do with.
Casey Kazana has laid it out. He said, why don't you join me, Truk? TKO is a goof.
You know, KC, me and you may have to sit down and talk some business.
Very true. Very, very true, Truk. You just may have to do it. We've got to move on just a little bit. Now, we've been talking about it on and off a little bit. We talked about Squeaks a little bit earlier, but we've got to know, Truk, what's going on between you and Squeaks since this split? What's happened? How do you feel about him? I know that you've had some slobber knockers at Snew with him, but where else and what else has been going on between you two?
There's been beef all over the place. It's because both of us are hard headed. Both of us, we want that recognition in this business. We want the same things. That's why we got together. We wanted the same thing out of this business. And we knew that we could help each other. In the beginning, you couldn't have a better team than Dump Truck and Squeaks the Clown. But then something just split up. And I mean, I don't hardly even talk to him anymore. If we see each other, it's just in passing. And I don't even know. I don't even know anymore.
Well, a couple weeks ago, we got to see the television shot heard around the world from Stu, where he smacked you not in the head once, but twice with a television. And I know that thing weighed a ton because of the way it cracked on your skull.
I think that's what broke the camel's back right there. He split me wide open. I felt like he was trying to end my career there.
He very well may have, to be honest with you. And you came away lucky with it, especially the way he hit you with that thing twice.
But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's going to take a lot more than a flat screen TV to stop this old boy right here.
Well, you know he likes to clown around inside the ring, and you've had your problems with him in the past, and he's the brand new X Division title holder at SOM, and he has defended it in a title versus title, and he's done really well. I mean, he's done very, very well for himself, defending that title and holding on to it. So, is the jealousy there? Do you want to go after something that you think you deserve?
There is kind of a jealousy there because he's doing exactly what we said we were going to do together. And for him to be in this position right now is very... It pisses me off and I'm happy for him at the same time. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Tell us why it pisses you off first, and then tell us why you're happy for him.
It pisses me off because it's not me. That's supposed to be me in that limelight, in that spotlight. But I'm happy because it's him. If it was anybody else,
You took it right out of my mouth.
it would just leave a bad taste on my tongue. But because it's him, I have nothing but love for it. But it pisses me off that it's not me.
But if push comes to shove, and it happens, do you see yourself walking away with that X Division title?
If push comes to shove, if the wrestling gods and everything lines up, I will put him down and I will walk away the new X Division champion.
Now, Casey Kazana came in just a few minutes ago, and he said, Truk, my line is always open. You know where to find me. He's talking about you joining him. He's interested in a business proposition to you from the country gentleman himself. And, you know, we like to say it here on Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver that it's by the book when he does that. Would you agree?
Yeah, it is. See, everybody knows that I go to training at the SOM. I go because you can never get enough. Even if it's not getting in the ring physically, you can get in there and listen and mentally or whatever. KC said a lot of stuff here lately that's made a lot of sense. And brother, I got your number. I'll call you.
You heard it right here first on Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. Now, we wouldn't be doing our jobs properly if we didn't mention the little birdies that came to us here in the past week and was talking to us about some upcoming shows that you've got, some upcoming podcasting things. Talk to us a minute just about that, Truk.
All right. I think tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Hold on, I'm gonna check it.
I think tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I will be on the,
8.
yes, what is that, the WrestleCast podcast? No,
Yes,
that's
sir.
the,
Society Network, Professor Bear.
With
I'll be
Professor
on
Bear.
with the Professor Bear. Yes, sir. And we'll be going on there and I'll be venting just like I am now, or talking about where I'm going to be at, what I'm going to be doing, or whatever he wants to talk about.
And Professor Bear is one of the best inside the business, especially with the Wrestling Society Network. If you guys are not caught up with him, definitely get with the Professor Bear Society and the Wrestling Society
Coolest
Network.
guys I've ever met.
Mr. Herman Cain himself.
He is one of the coolest guys I've ever met.
And Truk, I think that's a big thing for you guys. You and Angela are going to be there. I believe Jesse J is going to be there as well. The Diamond, Jesse J, will be there. And it's going to be a fun time in professional wrestling for those that want to see more of the dump truck. Now, Truk, I know you've got some open dates that are available as well that you're trying to fill up here. I believe you've got May. You've got the 9th, the 11th, the 16th, the 25th, the 30th. In June, you've got the 6th, the 13th, the 27th, and the 28th. And you're open for weekday events and podcast available, of course.
Yeah.
And in order for anybody to get in touch with you, they need to get in touch with Angela Holiday, a.k.a. Jesse, or by Facebook or by phone or at a live event. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you guys definitely don't want to miss out on the American Diesel Dump Truck, especially with his work inside the ring. He does a fantastic job. Everything that he does. I mean, from gorilla presses to freaking Samoan drops to putting people on their butt, he knows how to do it. And you can catch him any given Saturday, any given Friday, any given Sunday in either North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, or Tennessee. He's been a part of SOM 505. He's been a part of LPW, IPW, TCW, WASP. He's been a part of UCCW, APWA, NBCW, snew. He's been a part of everywhere. UCCW, all of it. And if you want to catch him on social media, the best way to do it is at _American _diesel _dump and truck, spelled TRUK. And that's how you're going to find him all over the place. And then on TikTok, it's at the American Diesel Dump Truck altogether. Facebook, it's at the American Diesel Dump Truck. You can find him directly there if you want to go and talk to him directly. He has 12 plus years inside the business, and he's still learning each and every day. Tell us about paying your dues 12 years in, what that looks like.
Paying my dues. It's going early to every show, help setting up or whatever they need, staying late after every show, tearing down, doing whatever they need in between. If it ain't in the ring wrestling, it's whatever. If they need me to run up there and get them a cup of coffee, that's what it is. I've never had a problem with doing what I'm asked to do, ever.
And I can attest to this because we got to see you at NWA JCP just a few weeks ago, and you were not asked to be a part of the show, but you were asked to help in any way possible. And you were out there setting up the ring, tearing down the ring. You put up curtains. You helped put lines on the floor, put mats on the floor. You moved the bleachers around. We got to see a lot. You put tables up. You put chairs up. You were doing anything and everything that was asked of you. And that's the type of person you want coming to work for your professional wrestling organization if you're out there looking to book somebody, because the American Diesel Dump Truck will not only help you in those ways, but he'll help you inside the ring. He'll help you with psychology. He'll help you with your younger kids. He'll help you get everything on your feet that you're doing. And Dump, I know that you've got a fan mail club. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Sure do.
Let's talk about it for just a minute. You've got business and sponsorship that's going to be available. You have 3 different tiers that are available on that. You've got a $50 tier, a $75 tier, and a $100 tier for those opportunities. The $50 tier includes a free autographed shirt and picture by you, social media banner designed by Jesse, and it's good for 12 plus months, and the social media shout out commercials every month. And you can get up to 12, which is 1 per month there. The $75 has the free autographed shirt and picture, the social media banner designed by Jesse, of course, the social media shortcuts and commercials for monthly for a $12, and in-ring shout outs wherever permitted. The $100 includes all of that And it does business logos, names, and retractable banners for events. So that's an awesome thing there. And then you've also got the monthly fan club, starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tiers that's available for you, and that's all on you, starting from $19.99 all the way to $99.99. You've got so much going on. Let's talk about it for a minute. What does the fan club entail?
The fan club, it
Down there at the bottom.
like the $99.99, we'll get you 2 front row tickets to a show or your choice that I booked at. $10 towards concessions, and we'll give you 2 free Truk and Jesse mystery bags.
And those mystery bags are awesome. We got to see some of the new merchandise that you had available at one of the shows here recently. And I love the beautiful license plate tag that you had made, the dump truck license plate tag. That's one of my favorite things. But you've also got all sorts of stuff. You've got the ice cream cone still being made. You've got earrings.
Yep.
You've got tattoos. You've got all sorts of stuff that can come in those mystery bags. And these people will be missing out. The $49.99 fan experience is 1 front row ticket to your show of your choice that Truk is booked on, $5 towards concession, and a free mystery Truk merchandise bag as well. $39.99, $29.99, and $19.99. Talk about the different tiers there, Truk.
Yeah, and speaking of merch, here's 2 of the newest shirts.
Let me get the big one for you.
Here's the first one.
Oh, the bearded Viking looks awesome on that dump truck, baby.
And then we got the dump truck. And then we got new hats.
Oh, absolutely. Those things look awesome.
We got the flat bills and we got the trucker hats. So if you want to pre-order, hit up Jessie. She'll take care of everything, and we'll get you your merch. Or just see us at a show. We'll take care of you. Bring that money, baby. Bring that money.
Now, Truk, I know May the 10th, you've got a benefit show coming up in North Carolina. I believe it's old Mooresboro gym. Is that right?
Yes, sir. We got a benefit for Bobby Lee. He's another podcaster, a friend of mine. Him and his wife, they're going through rough times, and I was asked to come and help out at this benefit. So I'm going to go down there and get into this bunkhouse and see if I can't walk away a winner out of this thing.
Now, we talked about NBCW just a little bit. We mentioned them in that little promo that we cut for you. But Saturday, May 17th, you're back at NBCW in Mooresboro, North Carolina. What's going to be taking place there, Truk?
We are
May 17th. New Blood.
Yeah, we're at New Blood, and it was going to be at the old Mooresboro gym. And right now, not really sure.
The truck's going to be coming in to clean house and take names and dump all over you, right, baby?
It's going to be something, baby.
All right. Then following Sunday, you're going to be at SOM in Newport, Tennessee. That's 128 Rivers Plaza, for those of you that don't know, in Newport, Tennessee. And you've had a lot to say tonight. You've had a lot to say about the Saviors. You've had a lot to say about Casey Kazana. You've had a lot to say about Squeaks the Clown there. What are you expecting in return, especially coming from something like this to go into that?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to receive for all this. I know it's probably going to be a good conversation between me and KC. And it's probably not going to be a good conversation with me and my brothers in the Saviors. It's not going to be good.
It definitely won't be good, especially after this, especially because Josh Turner was in here and he wasn't too happy about some of the things you were saying.
Yeah,
He's definitely put it out there.
Welcome to my world.
The following Saturday, which is going to be May 24th, you're at Snew in Gastonia, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another one where I'm happy and pissed off at the same place because the Clown has the heavyweight title there too.
Do you have any words for the Clown with the heavyweight title there?
Clown, you know what happened the last time we were at Snew together? I promise you that won't happen again. The only blood that'll be spilled will be yours next time.
Now Tess Warren came in here and she says, anybody who's got a problem with you, Truk, has a problem with Tess Warren. And Tess Warren, the superstar herself, God bless that hot mess herself. She's one of the toughest women in all of professional wrestling, especially after coming off that huge match with Kenzie Page. You'll never be able to change my mind about it. And I think if she's got your back, sir, I think you're in good shape.
There is no words that could come out of my mouth to say how I feel about Tess Warren. I would go to war and bleed my last drop of blood for that girl. She has had my back since day one, and I will continue to have her back no matter where she's at, no matter what she's doing. Anybody that messes with Tess Warren, you will go through Truk. I promise you that.
That's including some of the people that have been following her around here recently, especially Turtleneck and Chains, Austin Lane. It seems like he's trying to get a little bit fresh with her from time to time. You know what I mean? And I think he thinks he's the Casanova of professional wrestling.
Poor Austin Lane. I'd hate to have to hurt that little boy. I would hate to have to hurt him.
Come on, Truk.
Little.
You know, if he gets his speed and agility built up in any match, now this is just hypothetical. No disrespect here, Truk.
Okay.
And he gets a chance to get the lane change on you and hits you with it, it could be over with for you.
Joseph, all I got to do is get my hands on him. That's all I got to do. These big bear paws right here, they have caused a lot of pain and a lot of anguish. And they'll do that to Austin too.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. Whatsoever. I couldn't agree with you more. Now, Truk, you mentioned something very important earlier in this. You talked about the School of Morton and being at training and training quite a bit. Mm-hmm. Tell us why you would choose the School of Morton.
For one, I feel at home there. I feel comfortable in that building. And for two, I've got two of the best trainers in this business. With Kenzie Page, the NWA Women's World Champion, and one half of the United States Tag Team Champions in the NWA, KC Kazana. You can't get no better than that. For psychology or anything else, you can't get no better.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. You've got one of the youngest ever women's heavyweight champions holding the burr currently right now in the National Wrestling Alliance, who has a huge match coming up at the Crockett Cup.
Yes.
Against Natalia,
to
say the least.
Beats her from one post to the other.
And then you've got the youngest United States Tag Team Champion, one of the youngest ever in KC Kazana. And he's made mention a couple times. He made some mention about Carson Drake being the youngest NWA television title. I think he's a little jealous. What would you have to say about that?
I don't think KC has anything to be jealous of. Carson Drake, he really didn't impress me that much. KC,
really?
That's a different story.
Well, tell me about it. Why did Carson Drake not impress you that much?
Just the way he tries to win, just the way he does it. It's and that ego of his. I mean, don't let me take away from how you feel. Maybe you've went through a lot of stuff and you've got a right to have an ego like that. Like me, I've been through so much, and when I'm really egotistical about something, it's not really being an ass about it. It's I'm proud because of where I come from. With him, he's just being an asshole.
Well, with cockiness comes confidence, and I think he's a little bit too cocky for his own britches. That's my personal opinion of it.
Yeah,
But the
I do
kid is
too.
damn good, Truck. He's
Yeah,
damn good.
and I
And,
mean he's got a cool little dance, the little thing where he looks like a puppet.
well, you saw it just like I did. There was a gauntlet match that was held at the Cobra Strikes Back. And for
Mm-hmm.
those of you that don't know, you can go on to youtube.com and search in SOM 505 Live, like and subscribe to that channel, and you'll be able to watch the Cobra Strikes Back. And guys, he beat Jack Vaughn,
Mm-hmm.
Lord Crew, Handsome Harley. I mean, those three right there just by themselves. Of course, Dalton McKenzie was in that match, and Aaron
That
Williams.
guy is a beast.
Yeah. So I mean, the kid's damn good. That's what we're talking about here, Truck. I mean, you gave your personal opinion on it, but if you ever got into the ring with Carson Drake, a one-on-one, do you think you have what it takes to become the next NWA television title holder?
Boy, that's got a really good ring to it. I tell you what, I take nothing away from him because he is a very talented individual. But I would give it my all and give him everything I had just to become one time NWA World Television Champion, a belt that Arn Anderson himself has held, Tully Blanchard. It it's just all that prestige. That's what I grew up in. That's why I got in this business. Is prestige like that. That's the reason I got in this business. And just to have one shot at that, even if I lost, Joseph, I could retire happy because I had that one shot. That's how much I love this business. I love it.
Truck, I'm so glad that you said that because you cut a hell of a promo at the Cobra Strikes Back when they were doing promo time. And you spoke about Arn Anderson there. You spoke about the
Mhm.
legends of the NWA, the legends of WCW, the legends of WWF at that point in time, aka WWE now. And you said that you had something to prove and that you were going to prove it within this next coming year. What are you going to prove, sir? I want to know.
I'm going to prove I belong. I was born and bred to be in this business. No matter what anybody says, I don't belong in this business. I'm too fat to be in this business. I get blowed up, da 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 da. I hear all that BS my whole career. Everybody said that I wouldn't last 2 years in this business. I'm going on 14, Joseph. And I have had the hell beat out of me just so they could try to get me to quit this business. People had promoters have paid wrestlers to come out in that ring, beat the hell out of me, leave me laying in my own blood, just so they can see if I would come in there and be like, you know what, I'm done. But I came back that next weekend and did the same damn thing. You know why? Because I love this business. I love what I do. And if that crowd out there is happy and I'm putting asses in seats, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to. And nobody will ever tell me different. I belong here. I know that here, and I know that in my heart.
Don't let anybody ever tell you you don't belong, Truk, because you absolutely do, including one Carson Bartholomew Drake. If he ever comes to you and he says, you don't belong here, just because you don't look the part, just because you don't act the part, doesn't mean you're not the part. You can always one-up somebody and surprise somebody. Hell, if Roddy Piper can get a win in his 60s, his late 60s, on live television, there's hope for everyone. That's all I'm going to say. Truk, it's been a pleasure to have you here, sir. I know that you're going to be a part of SOM 505 Live all the time, each and every time that it's available for Legacy, the Legacy Show. You're also going to be a part of Snew, which is going to be coming up. See No Evil Wrestling going to be coming up. You've got a lot of dates that are made out there, buddy, and we've talked about them all tonight. I cannot wait to see you this Sunday. I hope each and everything goes well for you and that you're there on time, because I definitely want to see how this Savior thing turns out. And I'm very interested to see what happens between you and Casey Kazana, as it looks like the dissension has already started in the ranks.
That's going to be interesting,
to say the least. Truk, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you so much for coming in and talking to me. And I'd love to set up another date with you if you'll stay on the line. Until then, I've got a couple things we've got to go over, guys. Of course, as always, if you want to be a part of this and you love the show and you want to support it for as little as $3 a month, you can do that. You can become a Power Slam member on Buzzsprout. That's the best way to do that. Go ahead and scan that QR code and sign up today. We'd love to have you guys join. Also, we have some merchandise available for you, including some brand new merchandise that's out there and available for Wrestling for a Cause Chattanooga. And guys, I'm going to split the profits with Wrestling for a Cause Chattanooga for the Nug Nug shirt that's out there on the top left corner. So if you guys buy that, I make $8 on that shirt. I will split it directly in half. I'm going to give Wrestling for a Cause $4 of every shirt that's sold right there. So I want to let you guys know that up front and honest right now. And then, of course, we've got SOM tickets, which are going to be available to you guys through none other, than ticketleap.com. And you can search for SOM 505 Live and then hit none other than Newport, Tennessee, and it'll be right there and available for you guys. Get your tickets today to SOM 505 Live, the American Diesel Dump Truck. For me, the elusive Arabbidb3aver, Joseph Hughes, thank you guys for joining us tonight on Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. And remember, you guys heard it right here first. You all have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye, guys.